Wagwan.
Dzień dobry!
Oh, well, we're back again.
Yo, yo, yo.
Okay, so what issues was... Continue your story, because I kind of want to know what issues he was having now.
Right, so, yeah.
Start again, now that we're recording.
So, Doug was trying to convince me to buy a bike, Pete.
So am I.
No, everyone is. Fuck. Not buying a bike.
Not
You see the weather out there? See the weather out there? Fuck off.
Perfect.
I was speaking to Steve, my neighbour, who's got that Triumph. And he's like completely changed the whole bike. He's had it for a week or whatever, and he changed the whole bike. So it had some sexy tires on it when he bought it.
Wait, did they change the whole bike so it's now like a Harley or?
He's changed the tires, the seat. He's taken it Sherlaw's and they've changed the suspension settings or something. He was mumbling about. I wasn't really paying attention. It was kind of underneath my own car at the time. Just so I'm old and my fall risk.
That's not how you drive it. Doug might tell you different though.
Maybe this is why I need a more. Maybe this is why I need a motorbike.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to swap over the tires. So it had really, really good-looking slick tires on it or something. Pete, does that make sense?
No.
Street tires. Has he put like the knobbly off-road ones on it?
I don't know. He basically said he went from like you couldn't go near a white line without a near-death experience to now he's okay.
You would have had slick tires on it probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just bagel. Cinnamon raisin. I usually put not quite track tires, but they're borderline track tires on my bikes usually, called Pirelli Corsas.
Oh yeah, so did the viewers at home know Pete bought a bike?
No, because I haven't been on this for 3 fucking weeks.
No.
I do now.
So shall we update them all? Shall we update everyone on where we're at?
Yeah, Rob has a child. Pete bought a motorbike. Doug's now homeless. It's all changed now.
When people go believe in that, you're homeless cunt.
I know.
No, Doug just looks homeless.
Yes.
So Pete bought a motorbike.
Very fast motorbike.
It is very fast.
Doug will also second how fast my motorbike is.
It is.
So you got 2 wheels, eh?
Only just the 2, yeah. But no.
With the 2. What bike did you buy?
Yeah, just the 2. I bought a Ninja 600.
Ninja 600. Is that a good bike?
It's a very good bike. Very uncomfortable bike, very unpractical bike, but that's my nature.
It looks sexy, I'll give you that. It looks sexy.
Wait, Pete, why did we buy the bike again? We bought it to use as an everyday, get to work and back.
You fit the dog in it, eh?
Yeah.
This is my new daily, a race bike.
I mean, have I ever bought anything practical?
No, but imagine how much better your life would be if you listened to us and did.
Imagine how much quicker Pete is getting from A to B.
Not right now, he's not, because he's got to spend 7 hours putting on leathers.
Yeah, and then I get there really quickly, and then I take another 7 hours to take the leathers off. So when you actually weigh up getting like the convenience of having a car versus having a motorbike, like you'll probably work out being the same time.
So you used to commute to work.
Yeah.
So did you get there like 30 minutes early to do the undressing part, maybe dry yourself off?
See, I just wore a jacket and jeans though, so I didn't have the whole like climbing in and out of leathers. So it didn't take too long.
To be fair, I've just got like Kevlar trousers I throw on the top, like really quickly throw on the top, and then just a jacket.
Just a stringer.
Aye. Then obviously the boots, because I've always had the fear of if I was to slide the bike, my biggest fear is like getting my ankle caught underneath it and just like sliding along the road, imagining my ankle still underneath the bike with the weight on it.
Nope.
Thanks for that.
I will never take a bike out without having decent boots on.
You should probably be head to toe and shit though, surely not?
Well, yeah, ideally.
I drove past a guy down at the beach yesterday, day before, when it was sunny, and he was just wearing like a t-shirt and jeans with trainers and a helmet, and I was like, "You're insane! You're asking to die on that."
You need to go to Italy. Yeah, they have sandals in Italy.
No,
Not
absolutely
even Crocs.
not.
Not even Crocs. Sandals.
Absolutely not.
Crocs are a safety shoe.
Yeah, exactly. Crocs would be fine. I'd
To
be
be
more
fair,
worried about the bike.
if you fell off your bike wearing Crocs, you'd land on your feet.
Just slide along a comfortable stop.
Like a cat.
Yep. I'd be more worried about the bike landing on the Crocs.
Yeah, then your bike,
the fucker off.
Bike could be fucked.
More so.
That's a pretty stylish look though. That bright red super bike, blue Crocs. You must have women chasing you down the street, Doug.
Yeah, but
he's really easy to catch because his bike never runs.
Hey, she's
sorry.
been great. She's been great.
I have heard it.
I fixed it. No, that was mine next to it.
Fixed? What do you mean fixed it? We jankied it together.
To be fair, we did tear the whole thing apart.
Oh,
just to find that stupid little Chinese bought switch that you had.
I'm so unhappy with it.
Yeah, mate, I don't know what you got from China anyway. They've not got a good write up just now.
Bought it on eBay, didn't I? But to be fair, I did have a great time learning how to jumpstart a bike.
Yeah,
So basically, the first day it broke, I went to Tesco to get something to eat. So I stood like in Tesco car park at the instant one, fucking trying to start the bike, and it just wasn't doing anything. It just wasn't firing at all. So some guy in this really nice Ducati and his missus pull up, and they see me get in the shop, and I play it cool like I'm on my phone. I play it cool. I'm sat there on my phone, frantically Googling how the fuck do I start my bike. And they come back out, and at that point, I'm like, dude, have you got any idea as to why this wouldn't start? And he goes, no. Had a look at a couple of things. He was like, you want to just jump it? I was like, yeah, okay, fuck it. He goes, I'll push you. The first time I ever jumped a bike.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ducati guy.
Yeah. Like the first time I've ever jump started a bike was in Tesco Dinston car park with a group of chavs staring at me and some random guy and his wife. Good time.
I loved you, Who is stealing some mad cunt's bike?
Thing is though, right? That's the best thing. That is the best thing about the motorbike community. Absolute best thing.
Oh yeah.
Is that everyone's pals there. Like so see
everyone does this.
You
get the nod.
There's a nod. The cool guys do that.
Yeah.
Drive past each other and do that.
Hey, bro.
But like, if you drive past,
can't wait to drive past you guys in a ditch and do this.
Yeah, but you'll have to stop.
Drive past. You won't
wait a minute.
Past us.
Exactly. He'll need to stop at the ditch to fuel up.
I assume you.
Can I get that fuel?
Assume you fall into a ditch near a petrol station. I'll be able to do that.
I know, like me
siphoning the petrol out of our tanks.
Yeah, me and Doug crippled at the side of the road, going there's Rob with like a hose and a bucket.
You guys don't need this, yeah. You guys don't need this. It's mine.
So yeah, I bought a motorbike. You bought a car. Doug
finally got his bike back.
Doug bought his bike back.
Doug bought his bike back. How is your bike doing, Douglas?
Fantastic. I was out on her last night and she started and she went forward and she
That'll do. She just went back inside.
Started, that's enough for now.
Have you still got that? Have you still got the state of the art Jimmy fix that we put on it?
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
That's not going to get fit. That's not going to get changed until it's MOT time, and I have to fix it.
That bike is fucking Jubilee clips and fucking.
I'm actually quite impressed at how nice that fix came out.
Yeah, it's hidden pretty well as well. Like, it's not very obvious.
What have we still got to do on
it? Indicators and that.
Indicators, let's say.
It runs now.
Okay.
Just with Doug alongside it.
Yeah, I got to push it though.
Shame, to be fair, we do give you a lot of stick, but it's your own damn fault.
You know what,
So-
Pete?
I'm
It's
gonna.
my first bike. It's a learning curve, and it was a fraction the cost of yours.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's a pretty hard way to learn, though. You know, falling on your ass at
That is
40 mile an
correct.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd
How about
rather
that?
do that. I'd rather do that on a bike that cost as much as I spent on mine than one that cost 10 times that, 5 times that.
Yeah, fair point.
How much
You're
am I
on your
taking?
arse.
Like,
3 times, 3.5 times.
Oh,
like that.
Jesus. Pete dishing out the quick math.
Yeah.
You both
I'll
have
go-
bicycles. They're all
I'll
very
go-
nice.
I'll go back to
4
the whole
minimum.
bump starting thing. So obviously, being a man of mechanical background, slightly,
Hey!
I also know how to bump start a motorbike. But the day I had to do it for Doug, it was like the hottest day Aberdeen is. It was like 29 degrees. It was fucking melting, and I completely forgot that we had to fix his bike, right? And I turned up to his in my full leather suit, and I was
Pete pushed me. Pete pushed me
melted.
once, and every
I
time
bet
we had
when
to
you two
jump it
got
after
fixed-
that, yeah.
Oh, I bet when you
Every
two
time we
got
had to
like a
jump it
melted
after
ice
that, I was
cream.
like, every time we had to jump it after Pete pushed me the first time, I was just like, I'll push Pete, don't worry. 'Cause I thought he was going to die.
I'll give you a due though. It's very comfortable.
That
Hey.
just compared to yours.
Maybe as a daily, you should have bought that.
No, I
Yeah.
want to get to work,
Why?
so I
I've got
can
a
afford.
perfect excuse for not getting
No,
there.
I want to get to work so I can afford the repairs on it.
It's all right. Just work
Ah,
from home
shit.
like me.
She's a bitch, but she's your bitch.
When she's running, she's fine.
Yeah.
When?
Right? When she's running, she's fine. When she's running, she's fine. Brilliant. And Pete, your one's probably going to cripple you, but
More than he is, so.
My wrist already hurts. So I had a bad wrist like a few years ago, but then I was on the R125. I had a really like sore like in there, and then I sold my R125 and I got my DRZ, and then my wrist got better. But then I snapped my collarbone, so that didn't help.
I have no idea what you just said.
He had a little beginner's bike at it, but it was
Yeah.
the same kind of style as what he has now.
It wasn't.
Oh,
It
so
wasn't.
one of those fake super bikes.
Yeah.
And then he bought a bike that's more similar to mine, and everything got better, other than the fact that he fell off because he can't handle an upright bike. And now he's bought he's bought a little piddly bent over one again.
I see. See in the
You
last
can't.
couple of.
You can't call it piddly bent over though, can you?
No,
Can't call. You can call it bent over, but you can't call it piddly.
Not piddly, no.
Right, Doug. Let's go up the A90 and try and clear your carbs out. Here's Doug, like teetering up like a little Vespa. And there's me. Whoa!
we duck truck.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
That was
I'm
terrifying.
glad you guys had fun.
I almost died that day.
Mm-hmm.
Many times.
Well, you know where I am when you fall off, lads. Just give me a phone. I'll be really understanding.
Wait, no,
What,
fuck
at the
you.
petrol station?
No, no. We'd done that before,
Yeah.
and you weren't there when we needed you. And that was
What
one
are
of
you
the hardest.
talking about?
That was one of the hardest workouts I'd ever had.
What are you talking about? When Doug fell off, I went and got him.
No,
Yeah.
you went and got him. Who went and got his fucking bike though?
Right, so I saved Doug's life. You saved his bike. It's a pretty good deal.
Oh no, because Doug, fresh out of hospital, limping everywhere. I still have the video of it. And then me, in case you didn't notice, I had a bad back. So there's me and
I
him.
still have the video of me pushing him around the hospital, Pete.
I've got the
Yeah.
video of me.
I'm pushing
I
him
have-
around A&E.
I've
Fuck,
got the
you fixed
video.
the bike, so fuck.
I've got the video picking him up.
You know what, guys? Oh, yeah, you do. Shit.
He
I
fell off
forgot.
his bike. Fell off his bike. First person he phoned was his mum. Then he phoned me, and I went and rescued him. Like, I don't want to go do the manual labour part.
Well, I was like a
Oh,
rescue.
man.
I was like rescue part 2. I was a sequel.
Yeah. The collection of the bike from the beach.
Yeah. So me and him turned up. Was it the next day or was it a couple of days after? It was
It
about
was
a
a
week.
couple of days after that.
Yeah, it was a couple of days after. So we turned up. Now, my workshop van it's a big van, but there's no space in the back of it because obviously it's a moving workshop. So me and Doug are like, right, let's just take some of the broken bits off, maybe make it a bit lighter, and then we'll try and lift it in. And then we're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Holy fuck, it is heavy. Like, his bike is literally from like the steel age, and they've made it with like solid steel. It is so
it's built to last.
It's probably lucky it was made of solid stuff, because it would have disintegrated.
Stop, man. I need to stop right there. Doug, you just said it's built to last, but how many times has it lasted and then had to be reborn again?
It's still there. It's not like it's melted. It's.
I guess what we're saying
that's
is...
minutia.
Go and look out your window and check it's not melted.
It's not even there. I sent it back to Sherlock's.
Nah, they came and took their bike back.
We've let you borrow it long enough.
Yeah. No, go
so what we're saying is motorbikes are bad.
No,
nobody's saying that.
No? Oh, right, okay. That was kind of what I was getting from it.
Motorbikes are great fun, but they're really unpractical.
When the conditions are right.
I'd like to have one in a garage somewhere, so I could take out like once a month when the weather's perfect, and then put it straight back.
Well, I think that's what the last owner did with mine.
Take some pictures of it for Instagram, looking all badass, then roll it back in.
I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't. I think you definitely
should.
Those Indians that you keep sending me need to be bought.
If money wasn't an object, I'd just buy one and have it in my living room and look at it.
Fucking best of luck getting up in the lift.
Pop a wheelie.
A wheelie up the stairs.
No bother.
A fucking 300 kilo motorbike. Yeah, I'll just wheelie up the stairs.
You say if money wasn't an option, right? You've just bought an S5. Money is clearly in plentiful because of how much you're going to have to fuel.
No. You bought an S5, not a fucking 420.
Yeah, still better than Pete's 420i.
But I can fucking buy one.
I'd be interested to compare prices, to see how much fuel you go through in a week versus me.
Well,
Wait a minute. If money wasn't an option, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be in this flat. I'd be in, I don't know, some fucking mansion somewhere. Yeah, I'd be living in 50 Cent's mansion with fucking... with a motorbike in my living room. Still doing the podcast, obviously, because I've got to keep it real.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I bought an Audi S5. What do you guys think? You've both seen the car? What do you think?
I really like it. I said to you, I was like, I know everyone else is going to be like, oh, you're never going to afford the fuel in that. But you drive to Macro once a week.
Yeah, and that's going to cost him 40 quid.
Exactly. But imagine how cool he's going to sound driving there. Also, he did tell me that when he picked it up from Inverness,
back in Inverness, man.
Inverness, you left there with 210 miles in the tank.
Yeah.
And you got to Aberdeen with 150 miles in the tank.
Yeah, but what he didn't tell you is he filled up 3 times on the way back.
I saw for fuel a couple of times.
I mean, if anything, I think that's good going. I had a shot my mum's car the other week, and it was 40 quid of fuel to Glasgow and back.
What, the wee mobility scooter? That was 40 quid to Glasgow.
That's
I can get to Glasgow and back on like 20 quid.
Nah, CX-5 is a solid car, is it?
CX-3.
So,
crossover.
Oh, wow, so you can go take off-road in that, eh?
No.
Peel off and go 4-wheeling.
It's fucking...
Yeah.
It's quick. It's real quick.
Define quick.
It's faster than the 420.
Is it faster than the 420?
No. Let me define how quick it is. It's faster than Doug's bike, but not as fast as my bike.
I'm faster
I'll allow
than
it.
Bike.
Yeah, exactly.
Me walking's faster than Doug's bike.
Yeah, I can push it quicker than that.
No.
Yeah, the car's fucking ridiculous, man.
I like the car. I think the car.
I like it.
Cool.
Sounds mad. It's very comfy. It's gonna do the job.
You've glossed over the most important part of it.
What part?
The sound system in the boot. You've gone full early 2000s Corsa Chav.
Nah, Vin Diesel would be so happy with that car, eh?
That's how I'm looking at it. It's like Dom's Charger in the shed. That's what I've got now.
Well, no, the thing is, though, it's not like... Right, if we compare the car, like, looking from the outside, yeah, probably Dom's Charger. If you compare the boot, for the sound system in it...
My Corsa.
No, it's like, for the viewers at home to imagine what this thing looks like, picture the Hulk car from Tokyo Drift.
Oh, yeah.
Massive sound systems. Absolutely huge sound systems.
Yeah.
The boot install in my S5 is, well, I don't have much of a boot anymore, but I can crank up the tunes.
I'll give you a crash course on it. It's not that easy.
So if anyone wants to buy a couple of subwoofers and an amp, hit me up because I'm ripping that shit straight out.
I just can't wait to hear you. Like, if we ever meet up at the beach for a walk, I'm dying to hear you.
What, a race down the boulevard?
Yeah,
that.
Rob's not going for walks anymore. He's joining the rest of the guys and just parking his car up hard, opening the boot and playing tunes.
And then just playing Teriyaki Boys all day.
Yeah, so I really like the car. Did I tell you it's cheaper to insure than my X5 was?
Everything's cheaper to insure than your X5.
Yeah, but like I said, you're at the age where the insurance company pays you.
This guy is probably going to die in this car. That's a good deal.
This guy's got a bus pass. Let's give him some money. Excuse me.
So yeah, it's rapid. It is not good on fuel. It sounds fucking mental. But I only ever listen to like fucking Fleetwood Mac when I'm driving and shit like that, or Slipknot.
Playing "Go Your Own Way" on repeat on the way to Glasgow.
With the loudest bass you've ever heard in your life. But yes, it's fast. It's sexy. Getting in and out of it isn't a problem just now, but I think when I get a bit heavier, it's going to be difficult.
Did you fix the seat?
I was looking at that today, man. I think I need to pull some fuses out, change some fuses over.
Do you want me to come round?
No, don't. I want to see how this pans out.
No, I basically got to the point where I'd have to start pulling fuses out and went, nah, I need to
I think it's only fair, Doug. I've fixed your bike as many times. I think it's only fair I fix his car. Have I not fixed your... I have. No, I've diagnosed your cars before. I've never fixed them. To be fair,
you do owe Rob for fixing the Mini with a hammer.
Yeah, he did. I know. He didn't. He looked at it very well.
I did this.
So I opened the boot. You actually pulled a ratchet. I'm pretty sure it was a ratchet out. It wasn't even, and there was nothing attached to it. You just started tapping different bits of the engine.
Well, that's all you do.
And then
Mechanics 101.
And then I connected the batteries up with my other car, and then managed to start it. So
my bill's in the post, by the way. I don't know if you got it.
He really needs that money now.
I need that money for fuel, motherfucker.
Hence why I'm moving.
I need some petrol money off you cunts. I'm gonna have to walk to work. When work starts up again, I'll be walking it.
Well, you can't. You're not allowed to park on Belmont Street anymore.
I'll decide.
You say that like it's going to be an exhaustive walk. It's like a 5-minute walk.
That's lies. It's 8 minutes door to door.
Oh, apologies.
To be fair, after all the quarantine, it is going to be quite a difficult walk because that hill is a bit of a bastard.
Nah, I'm a fitness professional these days. All I do is go outdoors.
Every time we had nights out, like that would be the only time we would walk up the hill together. Every time we had nights out, we'd get to the top of the hill and be like,
it's just because we're all really unfit.
Do you know what's good fun is though drunkenly scootering down it
and crashing the wall at the bottom
and nearly dying. Fucking full suit and tie, micro scooter, down the hill, shit faced. Had a great time.
Singing Craig David in an Indian accent.
Take my breath away. Zooming past random drunk spectators. That cunt's gonna die.
That was such a good night.
Joe, I was home in 2 minutes to it. I left the casino steaming, and then boom, I was at home. Burst eye.
Your ankles would have been fucked though.
Oh, I was a bitch, absolutely ruined. But yeah, if anyone's out there drunken micro scootering, not for the faint-hearted.
I think I've still got videos of that.
Oh, I'd really delete them. Take my breath away.
But
You can't do that right now, man. That'll be a hate crime doing that.
What, singing,
Yeah,
singing
in an accent.
Berlin, Take My Breath Away. That's my
Yeah.
singing voice.
No.
Fucking
Apologies.
show taker playing.
Never.
Whoa, that was racist. That was
Yeah,
too
no,
far.
right?
That's
Apologies.
too far.
Apologies.
And it goes
Sorry.
silent and awkward. Ah.
so anyway,
And what we're referring to is those videos on YouTube. What are they called again?
Neve,
Just
right.
Neve.
Never.
I think we've all watched them 4,000 times. So everyone in Scotland must know them.
I think it's part of the
Fucking show
curriculum.
taker
now.
playing. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got a silly car. Doug's still got a silly bike. Pete, what's the car situation?
yes,
Yes. The
There is a
420 is fucking gone.
there is a car situation.
Well, the last car he'll ever need. Right, he now has the last car he'll ever need.
I would agree,
A
but
Corsa
I'm
C 1.2.
obviously going to be buying another one after everything's sorted.
Are we all going to go out and get steaming when the pub's open properly?
No,
Who's gonna
Nah.
protect us?
Not really asked. Stevie Bell.
Oh, I feel just saying his name. I feel safer.
The
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 protector
hero,
of Belmont
hero we
Street.
deserve. The hero we need.
For
Hero we
people
deserve.
that don't
I think-
know Stevie, he's
I
the
think he's
guy that
actually
used to do
retired
Tipton
now.
House.
I think he's actually retired now. So
Yeah.
I
For
no
people-
longer
for-
feel safe.
see,
For
I've
people
always
that
thought
don't know him, he's the guy that used to march around Belmont Street protecting.
Everyone. You were in the kebab shop getting some shit. Stevie was there.
Yep, always had your back.
Yeah. You were in Nando's. You were unhappy with the service. Stevie was there.
He was there to take the first punch.
The protector of the realm.
it wasn't there when I got punched at Cuma.
I think he
No,
retired.
we were all there, man. We watched.
We all saw it.
Wait a minute. Watch this. Pizza way get slapped. Would you get the pubs and stuff opening? What's your thoughts on that? Let's do some current affairs.
Ooh.
Scotland's
Depends
doing
what's-
it, right?
Aye, but is it though? Like, how can you go out and get drunk but not get a gym access?
Oh man, you've went straight on a gym. Right, let's hit the pubs and we'll segue to gym. How's that?
Hey man, it's two sides of the same coin here.
I think we should go to the pub just to experience what a lockdown
We'll
pub
be
actually
there.
is. What?
We will be there.
No, I'm saying
Shane,
we should go.
as we always do.
No, we should go and have a drink, and then
You're crazy.
judge it that way.
I'll be knocking you come back. Not tonight, lads. Nah. I'll go to autopilot.
And then we'll go.
20 years in a job, not tonight. No.
What are you gonna do? Throw us out? Yes, I love that line. Yeah.
I think it's pretty handy having fucking England there to do all the fucking up first, and then we were like, right, let's give this a try. See, half their country's back in fucking lockdown.
Yeah.
It's like a nice wee trial run.
So
Can you imagine going back to that? You know, the mine we used to have like a 1 hour window we were allowed out for walking. Imagine going back to that. Fuck
So
off.
I made a point on Facebook. Now, I never post stuff on Facebook unless I find it's like.
The last time we did a
Quite a
video,
funny
you
point.
said that very thing.
Yeah.
I never post on Facebook.
Oh right, no. So I said that thing about the horse.
So you have you have twice in the last month at least.
Yeah.
You've commented twice in the last 2 episodes about your
So,
posts on Facebook, but you never
I
posted.
said
So you're a liar.
my most recent post was buzzing to see the videos from England, like fucking everything up for everyone else. And
Yeah.
then wakes up in the morning, he was like, and someone was like, "Oh, this was my experience last night." And it's a group of like 10 lads, like all shirtless, in a bar, in a cricket club, actually.
Was it
Oh, like-
prohibition?
No, they're all like piling into each other, like as a bit of a piss take. They're all like laughing and giggling.
Oh, they're having like a toy fight or something. I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I think I saw that good. Yeah, man, like Leicester's been completely locked down again. Like the city of Leicester.
Yeah, so Leicester's not had a good run these last few weeks, eh? So obviously they've opened the bars up again, but then they've had to close them the day after because some of the people got tested positive. But not only that, they were also Leicester was also in the news because of the Boohoo factories paying £3.25 to their staff. And because of all the issues that's going on just now, they're like, oh, it's slave labor, and it's
$3.25 an hour. I'd say $3.25 an hour is probably slave labor. Right?
To be fair,
it's more than you make.
I got that when I worked at Sherlock's.
Yeah.
Babe, we can see you crawling in. What? Yeah, I've just seen you. What?
Yeah, speak now, Kay. What's going on?
Pete's getting a telling now.
Could have made your bed, Pete. Fuck's sake.
Oh no, we changed the sheets. Anyway,
why changing the sheets?
Pete pissed himself again.
Be yourself.
Oops. You know, at this age, with this lower back, I've got no control of anything from the belly button down.
Pete pissy pants Canella. Yeah, I think it's pretty handy having another country going through. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hello.
Kay, you look different.
Rob says you look different.
Kay, have you done something new with your hair?
She can't hear you.
That's probably for the best. I don't want to see a big giant fist coming through the screen at me.
Nah, she'll punch Pete. Take it out of him.
You fucking tell your mates. This will
happen again.
Can't wait to see him hit by a fridge or something.
That's why I'm wearing a thick hoodie. I got all my bruises are on my arms. Give me a dead arm all the time.
Right, so gyms. What we saying?
Had we finished on the pubs?
Man, it's
I think it's a good idea.
I think we Sturgeonbird's got it right.
I think it's a good idea for us to hang back.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be looking to open the pubs. I get it from a tax point of view.
It's all about money, yeah, because they can tax everything.
They need to make money.
It's all about money, yeah.
See, the government see it from an economic point of view, but you're never going to make the same money as what you do with a full bar. So that kind of blows it out of the water and just makes it pointless. My view on it is it's the social aspect that everyone's been missing there.
What they need is a DJ fucking bar guy.
How are you going to police that though? Because say the pub's open, right? If people are only allowed to sit outside and they have to be 2 meters apart, when fucking, I don't know, Shannon from Tilladrone hasn't had a drink or seen her pal in 14 weeks,
we're going to get some complaints from Tilly donors.
I mean, she's four porn star martinis deep. She now no longer cares about social distancing or anything else really, and it kind of things automatically almost go back to normal in her head.
Where's a bird from Tilladrone getting the money for 4 porn star martinis?
Let's be realistic.
It's a very poor example. Apologies.
Let's be
realistic. Single vodka and cokes from
She's had 4 months. She's had 4 months to save her dole money though. So.
But do you really think that they've been keeping social distancing at all? Not at all. So I mean, like,
are we talking Tilladrone specific?
Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Nowhere's been taking it serious.
I'd say everyone's bent the rules at some point. For instance, I don't know if you guys noticed, I gave Doug a pretty sick haircut a while back.
That I had to fix.
He had to then give it fix.
So yeah,
gloss over that. Yep.
We were there for that.
So he took his life in his hands to save Doug's haircut.
Yeah, and then also
you trusted a bald guy to cut your hair, you daft.
Honestly, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, I think the Scotland's doing it quite right. I think like they're having like proper.
I'd rather err on the side of caution.
Yeah, like they're having proper like beer gardens, as opposed to I think England just opened the bars. That's what it looked like anyway. As far as gyms,
I've seen the worst case scenarios. I'm sure there are plenty of pubs in England that open just fine without shite and drama.
Yeah, I mean to be realistic with gyms, I mean. It kind of makes sense that they're still shut just now because like you're still you're still breathing in the same air. You're still sweating in the same equipment.
When you're shouting and screaming and training, and you're training hard, you're breathing heavier. Your slevers are going further. You can't marshal that, man. You just can't. Like, if you're in an enclosed space, man, you might as well be spitting in every other mouse in the gym.
Is it just me that thinks that some of the people, not all of them, a lot of the people that are complaining about not having access to the gym have better access to equipment than most people anyway?
Oh, I could completely understand it. If you're one of those guys that still just has like resistance band, you'd be fucking raging. But
a lot of the people that are really vocal about it, they still have a lot more equipment and a lot more access than some people.
I'll raise a little bit of a question there.
Yeah.
Do they? I think we know what we're talking about there, but do they have equipment? Do they have somewhere to live with? I don't think so. If someone opened the gym, just like, why? You're honestly, I just wish that they did before. Just like, I don't want to elaborate on anything, but I just wish they did, so that we could have seen what had happened there. But anyway, moving on.
Yes, right. So
yeah.
So we man, right. What do you think? Should they open the gyms now? Do we round robin, Doug?
I don't think it's time.
Pete,
I think if they were to open the gyms, it's going to have to be the similar like booking system. So you say you're going to have to book an hour there, but the thing is, though, I never train for an hour. So,
sorry.
Nah, you're there for a couple hours, but you're training for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a 2-hour workout.
It is. But the thing is, like,
you want to get them done right. You can't go.
You've almost. I think what they should maybe work on is, like, obviously it's a bit complicated, but you're almost going to have to hire equipment whilst you're there, so that they know what equipment's being used and they know how to keep people away from each other. So I think in America they made like pods and they put like a bench and like a couple of different weights in it.
Yeah, but no, man, if you're a privately run operation, like a small business, you're not going to fork out all that money. You can't afford it.
Oh, of course. No. But I mean, like, so
I think the best case scenario is everyone that comes in gets temperature checked. Everyone that comes in, sanitizes, cleans, blah 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 blah. Temperature check, hand sanitizing, blah blah blah.
But I mean, they're obviously going to have to limit how many people they let in. So, like, results. Like, usually you'd have everywhere else probably got like a one-way system in place, whereas like results has one door. Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be obviously harder for them to.
I think they're allowed by going by the legislation in England. They're allowed 15 people in there at one time, which is a pretty decent like Tuesday night. So
results is usually really busy though.
Yeah.
Last year I've seen I've been training there for about a year, but in the last year I've seen it like massively pick up. As soon as they got all the new primal equipment in, it just like blew up.
Yeah, they kind of modernized it.
Shame that.
Before all of that though, they didn't have enough accessory equipment. The cables were shite. But yeah, fucking 15 people, man, in the gym. I don't want to go into a second phase of lockdown. That's my view on all of this. So you can say like COVID-19 is voodoo and is all lies and you go tinfoil hat and all. But I don't want to go back into lockdown completely, man. Fuck that. Can you imagine not being able to travel? You only get out the fucking house for an hour again. Like, that's what the poor bastards in Leicester are going through now. I don't want that shit.
Yeah. Fuck that.
I'll wait another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, fucking 6 weeks if it means we miss out on a second wave.
Yeah.
I haven't even brought into the fact that people die from the condition. So I'm not even bringing that up. I just don't want to get put back into fucking lockdown.
No.
And if we get a second spike and it's bad and we can't cope, like, fuck, Aberdeen's an international fucking port, fucking oil and gas, people coming in all the time, man. Like, I don't want to get fucking locked down again. Fuck that.
Correct.
No, hard pass on that.
I think
I have enough equipment to get by. I bought a hamstring curl and leg extension. She is very sexy. Plate, cage, plates, a bar, a cage. Like I'll get by, man. The world's not going to fucking end if you wait for another 3 weeks. I'd rather leave open, but I don't want to get locked down, man.
On another positive note about stuff opening, though, finally,
Indigo Sun.
after like 5 months of not having one, Tukey is opening up the barber next week.
Oh, brilliant!
Booked right in for a fucking haircut, and I honestly,
I
wish I could hug him. I wish I could kiss him. I wish I could do everything, man, because I've been waiting so long. Like, I literally message him now and again, being like, mate, I'm buzzing to see you. He's like, dude, I'm buzzing to see you too. He really wants.
Who cares about that? You could go back to Indigo Sun soon and get a sick tan.
You like Chewy.
No. We spoke about this on the first podcast. Was like,
oh, sunbeds are bad.
Sunbeds are bad, but tan and moisturizers in.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Apologies.
we spoke about that first time. Yeah.
I got a little bit wound up with people being buzzing about Indigo Sun.
Yeah.
Fair funnies. I don't, man. I used to love a sunbed.
Another good thing, Subway's open. Subway opened last week, I think.
Greg's is open.
It's been a while since I've had a good Subway, to be fair.
She got me a teriyaki chicken the other week. It was really nice.
Oh, thanks. That's a good shout. How's everyone's prep, diet, training and that going?
Pass. Next question.
Strong pass from Pete. Cool. Douglas, how you getting on?
Good. I've just injured my shoulder though, so I'm a bit fucked.
That's what I was leading into. How's your shoulder, mate?
It's throbbing right now. As you saw, I just necked a whole handful of painkillers again there.
Yeah, but you're an Evanescence fan. That's what you guys do, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wake me up inside.
So you want to tell the viewers at home, all 7 of them, what you've done to your shoulder?
Incline pressing, dumbbells.
Big weights though, it was massive weights.
So I heard it was 2 red bands.
Yeah. Basically, I just don't think I had my shoulder locked in, and it like rotated, and it sounded like Velcro almost, with everything like popping out.
Did it sound like, you know, when you pull apart a chicken wing?
Yeah, that was it. That was the sound.
Yeah.
Did it sound like when I put on my my back brace?
No, it was worse than that.
Oh right, 2 back braces.
Yeah, and I felt physically sick afterwards. Like
nice.
Do
me a favour though, just wave your arm about to the viewers at home. The other one.
No. I'd really rather not. It's not like dislocated or anything like that. I think it might have creeped out of the socket.
Well, if you're gonna do it, fucking do it properly, yeah.
I know. I bitched out.
You can still train biceps to it.
I can train bicep.
Okay.
I'll have one massive arm.
Got one massive arm, isn't it?
All right.
That's the perks of being a single guy.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Lockdown
I'm just gonna need to let it rest a little bit, and probably.
If you're gonna get injured or fucking up, it's probably best in the gym. Imagine the gym's open tomorrow or something.
Oh, I would still go and train.
Bye, Doug.
I'd still be there
from the window.
Doug would be outside in the piss and rain. We'd all be inside. Look how much fun we're having on the bicep curls.
I'm glad I could hide my tears.
Do about 4 reps and we're fucked.
Stay on the fucking cripple.
Absolutely not. I'm coming in there anyway. How about yourself? Fat and happy?
I'm old, broken, and sore. No, I'm much better. See that the last time I checked in, I was very negative. I was like, I'm not made for bodybuilding. That's stupid. I'm just gonna quit.
I've been telling you that. I've been telling you that for years.
So it's every cunt still going.
Yeah. Old, not obsolete.
Old, not obsolete. Aye. So I had a check in like 3-4 weeks back, probably the last time we did a podcast, and I was horrified by what I saw. But then,
sorry.
I was just his face. He didn't look at the rest of himself yet.
But that was me like on my arse of like PCT and probably my levels ready to go. So everything's kind of back and firing now. numbers have gone up a chunk. Weight's gone up a chunk.
wanna-
Checked was out this week.
You want to
Hello.
quickly give a blow-by-blow of PCT for people that don't actually know?
Nope.
Okay.
Drugs are bad. The annoying thing is I want to get my blood work done, but Medicheck's out doing the pinprick test, so I need someone to fucking take a blood
I'll do it.
sample from me.
I'll do
yeah,
it.
and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to hold out for another. Hold out and fucking fuck letting you guys. I won't let you cut my fucking beard.
I let you cut my hair. I let you cut my hair. This is the least you can do.
And look what fucking happened.
That's a terrible decision. Why not let me do it?
What? Nah, have you seen your chubby little hands? No way. No
You
way.
chubby little hands. Fuck you.
Fucking get your hairy little paw on the screen.
Says you with your fucking arthritis hand, you old fuck. That's all you can do. I just stuck like that.
I tell you about remember whenever I went through that running phase at the beginning of lockdown that I went through and did a 3K? I just remembered I ran past everyone I ran that I knew at the beach. I was fucked. I was dying. I'd get in line with someone I knew and go like, "What's happening?" Dead inside. I was like, I would be sick, have a heart attack. Never good.
Yeah, I never went through that phase, thankfully.
Yeah, don't do
I
it.
wasn't
How long ago does that shit feel now though?
Yeah, the app keeps reminding me I need to move more.
Yeah.
I haven't ran in a while, Rob.
Is that like an old person's like fall risk app? Like shit, he's not. Send help.
Hey, you might be onto something, man. That'd be pretty handy.
What, a fall risk app?
Yeah. Just
to
mash
remind
the
you
pad if you need help.
No, because you see, it would buzz me all the time. I barely move.
So back on point. My training's been fine. I checked in again last week. My weight's up a little bit. Lifts it up. I look like a bodybuilder, kind of. So yeah, happy. Coming out of lockdown, fresh, injury-free. Receptors fresh. Absolutely no gear. Excited.
You went into lockdown with an injury.
Yeah. I know,
Pete is an injury. So fucking my training's been hunky-dory. No fucking complaints. I squatted 180 for some reps a couple of weeks back. Everything seems to be going well. Happy days.
Happy days. Nobody's dead yet.
Winner, chicken dinner. So yeah, excited to get the gyms open, off season, food up. Then blood work allowing, back on the sauce. But that would be down to Mr. Andy Scott.
Natty life, mate.
But you should do, if you can do a natty competition, man, you should not fuck it at the BNBF. That's a federation.
And then once you do that, bang as much tread in your system as you can.
Did I ever tell you about the doorman I had that did a natty competition and he won? But he didn't realise it was a natty competition. One of our smellier doormen was a fitness freak. He went back to his hometown of Poland, and while he was there, they had a bodybuilding competition on. So he signed up, no prep. He was already really shredded. Thought, fuck it, I'll jump in. Jumped into the show, won the show, no prep. And he's like, then they came and told me I had to go for a pee test, Rob. It's like, why do I have to go for a pee test? They're like, oh, in case you're on any drugs. He's like, Rob, I'm on all the drugs. So he went and peed in the toilet, and then he was scooping the toilet bowl water into the beaker, and he looked over the toilet down. He looked over the toilet stall at him, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" So yeah, he was in all the local papers and stuff, big cheat, tries to cheat, fucking bodybuilding contest.
It's something I've considered. It's something that we've spoken about a few times, but honestly, needles just terrify me.
Sorry, man. I'll throw one at you from the outside of the room. Just turn your back.
Launch a harpoon at me.
A big green thing about this thing.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll paint a target.
I saw them the other day because I thought the blues were quite big. Fucking.
Green
Big
pins
ass
are
tag on your
terrifying,
back.
man.
Pulled out a green one. I was like, that's actually a harpoon. The fuck
Green
is
pin.
that?
Green pins are fucking
Nothing
scary,
took
man.
down the Moby Dick.
So drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not overly. I'm not itching to get back on. Like, see, once you've jabbed yourself a few times, man, you're like, I could probably do without that for a while. It's not fun, Doug. It's not fun. You get past it, but it's not fun. So yeah, I'm not excited to get back on. I'm excited for the gym to open, food to go up and stuff, but not excited to get back on gear.
I'm still.
Whoa! Give us a flash of that hairdo again, Pete.
Oh, did you see that? Hold on.
Yeah. Do the hair flip thing.
Oh wow.
Oh wow! You're like a slightly chubbier Jason Momoa.
I know, right?
He's got like the curtains from like the 90s.
I think you should let your hair grow out, man. Just go full Momoa.
No
Full
fucking
Aquaman.
way.
Full Carl Drogo.
I hate how it fucking curls out the back now. Look,
You got a mullet.
that's usually down to the skin.
Oh.
Like I said
You
before,
should
I
100% keep a mullet. Keep
I
a
already
mullet.
left it like
Formal at front, party in the back.
I already left it like 6. I already left it like a couple of weeks late because of the show. But then obviously the show cancelled, then the fucking barber's shut. So fucked.
Should just shave your head.
all the things that have gone wrong in society over the last 3 months, and Pete's biggest issue is the fact that he's not had a haircut.
I hate it.
He's banged on about it every time.
I hate it. I hate not
To be
having
fair,
a
I'll
haircut.
cut your hair. I'll cut it.
Having a sick fade is a big part of Pete's life.
Yeah, it is. That's what
He
makes me
rates
me.
a sick fade.
Makes me me.
I'll cut it. I'll cut it for you.
And I get rid of the beard as well. This has to go. This is never
Whoa.
usually this long. I'm starting to look like you, Rob. Except mine's a proper beard.
That's smaller.
Mine's is far
Yeah.
thicker. Yours
I
is
don't know who he's trying to show there, but there's not a lot of beard in the screen.
no. To be fair, Rob, yours is probably just like cobwebs. Orange cobwebs.
Amateurs.
I'll be on it.
Do you want to bring in some questions then?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hit some. Right. The last topic that we had, steroids. I'm still triggered by that question that came in that assumed that we were all on steroids.
Oh, how did that one go again? So you
I
guys
take-
are all on steroids, yeah?
I take it as a compliment.
What did the
But
question
I went
say
really
again?
quiet for a minute. Like,
I don't know.
I take it as a compliment because it's like, well, I'm not on gear, but I obviously look like I'm on gear, so I'm obviously doing something right.
I'm just going to jump on my phone and check what it said.
I think you sent it to the group, didn't you?
Yeah. We need to do Teddy Wassell's question. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, so all of you take steroids, I guess. So, question is, how see yourself in the future? Steroids forever? Well, I'll answer this one. No.
Yeah, mate. I'll probably take creatine forever.
No.
I can't even say that because I don't take creatine.
I will probably do a decent cycle and some planning into the next time I compete and take it from there. Once that's done, I imagine I'll be on like a TRT dose in my old age for a while, and that'll be it. Next question.
Before we move on, funny thing, have you seen the guy who sent it?
Yes.
No.
So he's
Why,
clearly,
Pete? What?
I would say he's clearly on gear.
He's a monster if you meet him
He's
in
a
person.
big
Stefan.
dude.
It's fucking terrifying.
Stefan, this is Pedro Sanchez here.
Yep.
He does seem like
There's a very good reason he doesn't have his real name up.
Is he prospecting for business?
He's not an Arbonne salesman, is he?
Yeah, so no, not steroids forever. I'm probably just going to come off completely, man. I seem to have everything's fired right back up. So no, I'll probably do one more cycle for next time we compete, and that'll be me.
I'm not
One more
opposed to
off season, one more prep cycle. Yeah,
I'm not opposed to the thought of steroids. I know like in reality, it's part of the sport, unless you also do the natty stuff. So I think if I do decide to compete, or if I do decide to do a cut and I decide to look okay, but I want to put some size on, then yeah, I'll probably jump on all of it. Put everything in a fucking cocktail mixer and just gub it.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was how it worked. I thought you put it in like a chocolate smoothie or something.
Yeah.
First cycle, 3 grams of tren.
It's essentially what Herbalife is. Right, so I need the next question. Moving on. Next question. Mally Muscle. How does it feel to have the second best podcast in Scotland?
Yeah, well, I had to Google who he was to start with.
Yeah. It's a bit
Never heard.
embarrassing.
What came up on Google? I'm interested.
Just
I don't know, but Pete's now on a list.
yeah.
Who's the first? If we're second, who's the first?
Don't know. Joe Rogan's not based in Scotland, so
Maybe it's like the Arbonne area managers.
yeah. I bet they have a cracking podcast.
That's a big.
Have you guys watched any of their shite?
No.
The Arbonne, no.
That's not how it- well, no. So Rob, so you watched theirs, and then I took your advice, so I just didn't bother watching it. I'm like, Rob's seen it, so I don't need to.
I think we need to put some perspective into it, right? So I imagine people that are watching this have probably listened to some of Fuad's podcasts. So there's two sides to Fuad's podcast. You've got Bodybuilding Bollocks, which is just shite, and then you've got his Real Bodybuilding podcast, which is where they talk more serious stuff. Yeah. That's kind of like us and them. Like, we just talk a lot of shite. They try and educate people.
They're the bodybuilding. We're the bollocks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, you're right. We are the bollocks. we are the
Change
bollocks.
the name.
Just the bollocks.
They've all got existing personal training businesses, and they're very much into that. So it's an opportunity for them to, I guess, generate income, content, which I don't think any of us have an interest in that. Doug might get, a few extra Tinder swipes or something. Pete can,
well, I don't need them anymore. I used to try and sell my car, but
we started a podcast to help Pete sell a car. And to be fair, like, there's only one Instagram influencer in that household, isn't there, Pete?
Yeah, Prince
the Doberman.
Sitting here sleeping.
Swipe up, like, subscribe, Prince the Doberman, if you could guess.
Yeah.
He's not going to give you a sponsorship.
Well, if you get like a raw food sponsorship, that'd be
really handy, because it's like £100 a month to feed him.
Well, that leads us on to the next thing. So, do you know who's doing raw food now? Raw dog food.
No.
Cerberus Strength. They're going into raw dog food and accessories for dogs, like harnesses and collars.
I don't want him to get any bigger.
He's going to get bigger, Pete. He's going to get bigger.
He's
How bored is Lip Trump?
He's just turned 6 months and he's 32 kilos. It's a big dog. This dog's so big. I was going to say, this dog is so big that Doug couldn't shoulder press him.
That can barely.
Not right now.
Nah. They all have staffies and massive scary dogs, and they already kind of make the stuff. They already have the manufacturing process, like leads and all that stuff. So they're going to have Cerberus dog collars and stuff soon. And
to be fair, I would 100% buy that.
How cool would that look?
Well, here's another thing, though.
Cerberus dogs.
Well, the Cerberus is the 3-headed dog that guards Hades, is he not?
Yeah, guards hell or something. Yeah,
that Hades. That's why they picked that, and that's why they're
the
three-headed dog.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty good marketing from them, I think. So yeah, you might want to look into that, Pedro.
So if I buy a collar for it, it's going to give my dog 2 extra heads, because one's bad enough. He chews everything.
Yeah, like. That's how it fucking works.
Magic.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be the second best podcast in Scotland, guys? You feel pretty good?
Well, if we can work out who the first one is, I mean, we're still better than that Scottish beef fish.
Scottish beef fish. They've got Andy on their one they're putting up tonight.
Do they? Who's Andy?
Andy who?
He's the guy you're going to have to fucking message you about saying, fucked it, I can't lift my arm up.
Just the guy that I send naked pictures to once a week.
Yeah.
Well, these are like that. They're getting Andy.
On it.
They're getting Andy on because he's probably
interesting.
Well, probably he's very knowledgeable in the sport. But like, who could we get on that's like just loves talking bollocks?
Right. Shall we do a viewers thing? Who would you like to see in our next podcast, guys? That's a fourth member.
Just for the one episode, like a special, like a Joe Rogan
special. One episode. Who would you like us to interview? I think we did this before. Because I was going to get Pete's Deliveroo driver on.
Yeah.
We should do that. I'm interested.
Good guy.
Something that's relevant. Let's get a fucking a gym owner. Let's get Gavin on or something.
Yeah.
Let's get some cunt that owns a gym. See what they're saying. Right. Next one. Next question is from.
Yeah, fire on.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on them. They're shite. Terry Wassell.
Who?
Remember Big T? Terry Wassell.
Nah.
Terry Wassell, man, myth, a legend. The guy that has a 220 one-handed deadlift. He's nothing but fucking daily dunkables. He's messaged saying, "What is your favourite gym accessory ever? And how do you think it's contributed to your training life?" Which is quite an intelligent question.
Yeah,
he definitely didn't write that then.
So it's probably not for our podcast to answer. You better send it to Scottish Beef.
Send that to the Scottish Beef lads. What's your favourite gym accessory? Like, think about your gym bag. Fuck me, you couple of retards. Like, think about your gym bag. What's in your gym bag that you can't do without? Pete, your leopard print fucking straps, your elbow sleeves, your...
So that's what I'm thinking, but like the
corset. You can't do without your corset.
I'll probably use that then. Not my corset, my back brace. Not a waist trainer, it's a back brace.
Okay.
That's a handy bit of kit to have. And even
you're crippled.
AKA the Giant even said it was a very handy bit of kit to have.
Oh yeah, Giant Joe Hell has one of them.
You are holding on to that for dear life.
So basically, I'm an influencer.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically, you're an IFBB pro bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Still waiting to get the six pack from it, but yeah.
Douglas?
I don't know. I don't really use a lot of accessory kit.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, you're a fucking hipster.
Go back to your powerlifting days.
Well, then I used all of it. Chalk is probably chalk. Chalk is
Halo.
probably the most important
thing. Trend.
Is it just me, or does it sound like Rob's having a stroke just now?
Halo's
no,
a
he
accessory.
is. He's 100% having a stroke.
I smell toast.
Shh.
I have two. Can I have two? Is two allowed?
Oh.
I would say one that I cannot live without, and one that I think is pretty handy. But I would
right.
if I had to have one. No.
The one that you can't live without has to be your walker.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
You fucking bastard.
Why I never thought of that, I don't know.
I feel fucking personally attacked, probably because I was.
So the one he really needs, so the one he wants is his walker. The one he really needs is his fall risk necklace.
You say that cunts.
It's either that or the reg toggle in his bathroom.
Disabled toilet thing.
Fucking out. Asshole.
Funny, man. That's funny.
Right. Serious answer, Rob. What's the one that you can't live without? I'm going to be laughing at myself all night about this now.
That's the first. Write that one down, man. That's the funniest thing you've ever fucking said.
That is very true, yeah.
That's like one of 3 jokes you've ever made.
I was going to say, Doug, you'll have to use your other arm because you can't write with your right one just now.
it's my left. It's fine. I'm right-handed.
Oh, thank fuck.
I know, right?
So go on in.
Nah,
Rob.
seriously though. Come on.
Yeah, to be fair, I did think you were going to say your belt.
Yeah.
My belt. It just happens to be sat here at my desk, just in case. These are available at Cerberus.com, and I have a discount code. It's in my bio. Swipe up. Yeah, belt. I think I'd be fucking broken without it. So I like the squat. I like the bench. I like the deadlift. It's quite versatile. I do have a big lever belt. Mine is just a Buckley one, and it's only 11 mil, not a 13 mil. It's quite soft, but I think I'd be fucked without it.
So you just said you need a belt. You don't think you could live without the belt because you like to squat, you like to deadlift, and bench. So do you wear that when you're benching?
All the time.
Well, here's my view
And
of belt.
bicep curling.
It's probably the most handiest bit of
I
equipment.
can't stand those guys.
Probably the most handiest bit of equipment because it's probably used in most lifts.
I think I only put the belts on for my silly sets, for my working stuff, and I think that's how it should be used. Unless you're trying to get smaller waist on it on purpose, but I don't bother marching that shit.
Yeah, wearing it for everything, all it's going to do is make the muscles that support yourself weaker. Like you still need to build up some support.
But it's going to keep them small though.
Here's probably another handy bit of equipment that we've probably forgotten about is straps, lifting straps.
Yeah, but I could survive without them.
Yeah, but
I've got great grip. I'll be fine.
Not just now, you don't.
Well,
I think they're really, really handy bits. I mean, obviously I can live without them as well. But like, if you're trying to like use heaps of weight, I still see you.
I don't care.
if you're trying to lift heaps of weight, like doing back sessions, but then your grip goes first, then you've not got a proper hit on your back.
Yeah, fair point. But if it came down to it, I'd pick my belt because I couldn't imagine squatting 4 plates without a belt, 5 plates without a belt. It's just not going to happen.
I couldn't imagine squatting 4 plates with a belt.
And although I've been deadlifting lately without a belt, if I wanted to lift heavy, for instance, I would put a belt on, and I'd rather have that than not have it.
Yeah, I'd probably agree in the belt.
Handy piece of kit that I don't think is absolutely necessary, but it's handy.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Good shout.
How do I feel about these fuckers? Mine's these shards. I'm just about to put mine on shards, so we all know what these fucking are.
Didn't catch a word of
What's
that.
everyone's feelings?
He said something about Theragun.
Yeah, what's everyone's feelings on these? This is not sex toy. Despite what Doug's telling you, ladies.
Yeah, you're using it wrong.
It has the attachment for it though, doesn't it? I'm a big fan of that machine. I've got
my one in particular, you thieving bastard.
Yeah, so I have the Zen Physio one, which Maria told me to buy. But that's more of like a circular.
That's a bit heavier,
as opposed to punching it. It's the punching bit you need. So I think that one you've got a very handy bit of kit.
I think it's handy because like mobility is something we neglect a lot, but I quite like sitting there just on my arse doing my quads.
Well, I remember
before I train legs, after I train legs.
I remember like when you first got it, like obviously because my sciatica was quite bad and I remember to train legs, so I used that on my hamstring and it managed to like loosen off a bit and I didn't feel much pain.
And we all neglect our mobility work.
Yes. Well, Doug doesn't.
Well, he does. Quick, wave your shoulders about. Show us how mobile there, Doug. The other one.
Nah, Doug's the most mobile one here. Let's be fair.
Not anymore.
No, to be fair, if we ever need anything picked off the ground, like Doug's the guy to do it. Because if I try to do it, I make loads of noise. If you try to do it, you need to help back up because you've probably fallen over.
If you need anything picked up high, I'm the guy to do it as well.
What's that meant?
I don't need you guys for anything.
Doug's starting his own removal firm. That's why it's on this podcast. Douglas
finally,
Beveridge, man with a van.
the
Doug's
real
starting, up
hot topic here.
Doug's starting up his ceiling cleaning business.
A long wheelbase fucking Crafter or Mercedes Sprinter, and away you go.
Get one of the
License to
bikies from
print
outside
money.
your flat.
The only man who can.
So, Doug, when you coming out to help me move all my stuff?
Lol. I can direct, but
I think you're putting on.
I ain't
Right when I
lifting
needed you.
shit.
Right when I needed you. I bet you couldn't get my sofa. I knew you couldn't get that sofa down the stairs.
I don't think he
Oh,
could.
no.
I don't think he could carry that out by himself.
No. And he
I'll hospitalize myself to prove a point.
and he fucking expects me. He expects me to do it.
You mind that time I had a table in my kitchen and I wanted it in my living room and I was like, I can't take it apart, it won't fit. I came back 5 minutes later and Doug had taken it out of my kitchen.
You didn't even finish your sentence that Doug had it half in your living room.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, you need to pivot. You need to pivot. Fucking wingspan of that cunt.
What can I say? I'm a problem solver.
Would you rather have a dick for a nose or a nose for a dick?
Well, I wouldn't want a dick on my nose.
Do they still function as what they're meant to be, or
Yes.
is the dick on your face a dick?
Yeah, so you have to like Woody Woodpecker if you were giving it a finger. And if you wanted to, I don't know, smell the pasta sauce, you'd have to squat over the finger.
You'd end up with a neck like fucking Corey Taylor that's like fucking 40 inches thick.
That's
headbanging.
Neil from Warehouse Gym is asking what we would
Is this an issue that he's currently having and he needs a solution?
I know. We need to help this guy out.
Well,
I couldn't walk out with a massive. Wait a minute. It's your own penis on your nose, right? So I couldn't walk about with a massive cock on my face. Like I couldn't do it.
Nah.
Hey, settle.
Well,
you're so modest. If it's our own we're talking about, I could have a massive.
I wouldn't mind an average size penis, but no, not my own. No.
He's so modest.
I'd probably rather.
I mean, a normal dick. Anyway, my own. No way.
No way.
I don't know.
I
don't know. Walk about looking like fucking Gonzo for the Muppets.
Imagine trying to have a cup of tea.
I'll burn my bell end. I bet Kate is wondering what the fuck are they talking about.
So I'm gonna go with the other way around. I'm gonna have a nose where my dick's gonna be.
I'll probably go for the same, but that's because it'll probably have more presence than my actual penis. So.
That's the modesty we're looking for.
Douglas Beveridge, keeping it real, ladies. Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Pete, what are you going with?
Well, I'm going to be realistic. I don't think I'm ever going to be in a position where that's ever going to happen. So I'll stay with.
I hope it does to you now. I hope it does.
I hope you wake up with a dick in your face. And I hope it's Rob's dick. Oh man!
You wake up tomorrow and he's just resting his dick on your face now.
Oh wait, I think we just found a title for this. I hope you wake up with a dick in your face, and I hope it's Rob's dick. Oh man! Oh, that's fucking funny, man.
Well, I'm glad we asked that question. Holy shit, that's cutting edge journalism right there.
Yeah,
that's the bollocks. That's the bollocks people want.
Yeah, that's the bollocks people want. Show me the education of your arms. Oh fuck! Right, I got one more question.
Right, go for it.
It's from Niall, who has a similar disposition to myself. Mind we did this check-in.
Oh, I
hate to ask Niall that question.
Niall, would you rather have your banger on your... No, I think we know what Niall's answer would be. Fuck having that thing having on your face. You walking about or stooped over?
Constantly falling over.
Imagine him doing the heli chopper. He's like Dumbo the elephant.
To be fair though, let's be honest. Like even as he is just now, he's never gonna fall over.
He's unfortunate.
If he ever falls over, his kickstand will just pop out.
Pop out, bang. Ah, good. Oh, fuck. Niall is asking if it is possible to prep and win a competition, a bodybuilding show, just using home gym equipment.
Right.
That's a good question.
We need to distinguish this. What are we calling home gym equipment? Because some people could have a fantastic setup that means they never actually have to.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, well, I think we need to go through that. So it would depend on, in my opinion, your class, your bodybuilding class.
Yeah.
So if you are a bikini girl, yeah, you can probably get away with some bands and a set of dumbbells.
Yeah.
No disrespect, guys. You require slightly less muscle.
As long as they can get hip thrusts in, they'll be fine.
Yeah, if you are going
That's
into
yours
class,
out the question then, Doug.
Yeah, you could do it. If you're going into fucking class 1 bodybuilding, I think you would need more than a set of Argos dumbbells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say your home gym was
Ultraflex.
no.
You'd be alright.
Like a realistic home gym setup. Realistic. Say it was like Evan Centopani's. You've got a rack of dumbbells. You've got a cage, a leg press.
You keep breaking up.
Yeah.
I think Rob's broken up.
It's frozen.
Rob's the one that
sort
keeps
your
breaking
Wi-Fi
up.
out, you old fuck.
It's your
I don't know.
Wi-Fi. Rob's finally gone on to the other side. It was only a matter of time.
Anyway, you were saying.
We'll miss him.
Bye.
Yeah, if you've got a home gym setup like say Evan Centopani, where you've got a cage, you've got dumbbells, you've got a leg press and a leg extension and stuff like that. Like the bare minimum.
Nobody has that.
Yeah, but say you've got that end of the spectrum, then you can prep from home easily. I mean, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Or
if you've got what most people has, they probably have an Argos bench with the little leg extension at the end, the little skinny York bar with probably about 40 kilos and little tiny 2.5s. Like if you're prepping on a York bench, it can be done, I think. Is it going to go well? I don't think so.
I think another way to look at it is if you're Andy Scott size and you know you've got plenty mass and all you need to do is come in conditioned.
But it takes a lot to maintain that mass. It takes these machines. It takes these angles. So chances are you probably could.
If it's your first time. If it's
you
a
could
first
definitely
timer show.
you could compete. Would you win? Again, it depends on your class. If you're going into the first timers, maybe.
Yeah.
If you're going into a bodybuilding class now.
But then that's the roll of the dice, regardless if you've got gym access or not. You can compete, but you could turn up in fucking Big Steve from the butt-fuck middle of nowhere comes in, who's been training in his basement, and he's jacked and he's shredded and.
Yeah, you can build a physique. I just think there's a lot more in your weight. I mean, it's on days when, because your recovery is massive leading into a show. So there's days when you're like, oh man, I just need to do everything on fucking machines today because my spine's fucked. You've got an opportunity for use more kit. It would be much harder, I think. It can be done, but again, are you going to win? Depends on your class.
Yeah.
I mean, it also depends on how you fucking train. If you train like a fanny, no. Like if you are one of these people who trains like a fanny in the gym, out the gym, no, you're not going to win fuck all anyway. So you really need to assess your own execution, intensity, all that jazz. So you train like a fucking psychopath with some York weights at home, you're probably going to manage okay. If you train like a fucking fanny with some York weights, then no, you don't have any chance to win. That's my feelings on it.
I agree. I think it can be done. The end result will not be as you would want it to be, but it's man. It if there's a will, there's a way. Like you could get the job done, but it's not going to be.
Yeah, I don't think you need like state of the art equipment to get it done. I think you need probably some cables. You need a cage. You need a couple of machines. You need dumbbells. Like you need a shite gym setup, but I think you need a gym setup if you're going in. I'm just talking like class 1, 2, 3 bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I think another way to look at it is, I mean, like I certainly think that if you're at the stage where you are prepping for a show, but you're like a bit more of a serious competitor, you're definitely getting the right equipment on.
You've definitely invested some of your money into equipment, or you have access to somewhere.
100%.
Yeah, if you're a pro bodybuilder, you've probably got a key to someone's.
Well, I mean, like not even to the state of like a pro, but if you're like a seasoned bodybuilder, even if you're still an amateur, like you're definitely still getting the right equipment in.
You know that Doug, you know him. You know the big boy Josh Malley, the big like,
the Viking guy.
Yeah, he's like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
He was just training with bands until about 3 weeks ago. He was
His
just
sessions
doing,
were terrifying as well.
Yeah, he was doing bands against his wall in his spare room and shit, and that's all he was doing, man. Terrifying, press ups and shit. And he weighs like fucking 330 pounds. He's terrifying. And then I won't name any names, but a friend of his who's a pro bodybuilder said that you can train at my gym. I didn't realize you didn't have a setup at all.
Yeah.
So he's now getting to train at a gym. But he managed to maintain. He probably regressed slightly, but throughout that time he was just using fucking bands and shit.
But think the other side of that. Think how responsive his body will probably be when he actually gets to touch heavy weights again, because he's recovered.
Yeah.
You know, like he's had time to repair, he's had time to heal, he's had time to kind of ready his body for
exactly what I'm doing. Like fucking coiled old rusty spring. Ready to ping off and kill some cunt.
Yeah. A nice
you alright, Pete? You having a wee stretch there, Pete?
Yeah, I'm just my leg's a bit sore, so I'm stretching.
It's some mobility work for the folks at home. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want it to be an over 18, so I'll keep the camera up here.
Airing his balls out.
So yeah, I think you can for certain classes, but you probably shouldn't if you're a class 1 bodybuilder. But if you're a class 1 bodybuilder, chances are you found your way in a gymnasium environment already.
Yeah. 100%.
Agreed.
Sweet. Any more to say, guys?
No, I think end it on that note. I think.
Shall we apologise for being AWOL for a couple of weeks? Nah, fuck it. No apologies. We're fucking busy.
Fuck them.
Doing this in our own fucking spare time.
I have been decorating, so I have been legitimately busy.
Yeah. I've been touring the country.
You've been lying on the floor in bathrooms around the country.
I've been pushing my fucking my
Doug's been busy.
I've been here.
The CIA.
Hey, I'm just gonna put this out here. I am the old guy in the room. Yeah, the old guy here.
We've definitely established that.
The only one who's not injured. Just saying.
You know what, Rob? Train harder, go home, and obviously me and Pete train harder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agree. That's what me and Doug are in better shape. And let's end it there.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
Give me a screenshot, hi.
Yeah, on you go.
What? Oh fuck! I pushed that button. Give me a minute. Where's Pete? Are you guys screenshotting as well?
No, because you're screenshotting.
Just waiting for you to do it.
Right, 3, 2. I shall check it. Let me get back to you.
Right, let's just go because people don't want to see this.
Yeah, let's just go.